Hello, I am Gepwin. Welcome back to GepwinCraft. I think this is episode 7, but I honestly forgot to look before I started. Yay! Professional. Boo. Oh, it's like a Mario jump. Anyway, we're starting down here today. We're starting down here because I have like 2 farms that I want to get to, and I want to do one and then t'other if I have time. And the reason that I'm down here is because these farms use water, and I need to remember my water mechanics. Because I'm doing, you may have guessed, a mob farm, and I kind of want a cactus farm because I'd like some more green dye, and the cactus farm will help for that. So what I need to know for the mob farm is how far water goes exactly, because I need one of those mob farms that dumps water in the middle and pushes the mobs out to the edge, which means I'm going to need to build this platform. And since this platform is kind of diagonally, I'm going to need to also dig out a big room that can accommodate both this platform and a water channel at the bottom that can funnel the mobs into it. So I'm going to mark this out with torches, and I'm going to grab, like, stand in the middle where the middle is, and then mark another torch there, and then I can figure out how big this thing should be. So the water block is in the middle at 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it travels 7, not counting the block where it's on. So is that right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Travels 8 out from itself. And then if we put it next to an edge, let's go to the end here so that it's next to a wall. If I put it next to a wall, it should come. Let me see if I can do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. There we go. So it should knock over that torch and not that torch if I have this right. Ah, I didn't. Why didn't I? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9 is the one on the edge. So I need to make it a 21 by 21 square if I want to accommodate this platform. No, it needs to be there because these 2 will be the edge. Okay, sorry, this is a lot of counting. It's a lot of counting to start off your day. It's like Sesame Street. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then the other thing is a 19 as well, except I don't know where to center it because this is a 1-block center and the other one is a 4-block center. We'll figure that out as we go. I guess I'll start by digging out a 19 by 19 square. Well, I'll start going down to bedrock-ish where I want this thing. Then we'll figure out where to start digging down from there, because I need to build like where the item elevator is going to go, which is a 2 by 2 thing going down to bedrock that we'll fill in later. And then I need to dig the drop chute portion, and I want to have some room in the drop chute because I want to have some like redstone and stuff in the drop chute that will do something else as well. What's that noise? Is that the birds? Yeah, I think that's just the birds. Ooh, there is a cave here. Where is this? I need to light this up. Oh, hi. Ah, hi, skeleton. Eh. Oh my god. Been trying to light up the caves because it'll make the mob farm that I want to build work better. So I'm glad I found this cave. It's too close to where I want things to be. Though it's full of stupid skeletons. I've been cave exploring for a... Whoa, that's weird. That seems like a graphics glitch. Up there, a weird green bit. Oh well, I've been cave exploring for a little bit, trying to just light up everything. I hate these because there's like that upper level that I also need to light up, so I guess I should climb the water over there. I want to have a at least slightly efficient mob farm when I'm all done with this. It's a giant project. I guess I'll probably spend more time later lighting up the caves too, just to make sure that I get as much as possible. But this is kind of tedious, but at least I've gotten like another half stack of iron. See, there's a stupid zombie up there. A stupid zombie up there, and I need to climb this and get it. At least I've got aqua affinity and breathing and a bunch of enchantments on. Zombie, die. Okay. Zombie down. Now I need to just light up all this junk. Barring any more unforeseen caves, found another one on my way up here to knock another hole in my wall. Find some zombies that I heard on the way. Ugh. Barring any more, I want to have the mob farm somewhere over here, because I want to extend this into wood and other building materials, and probably build it across, like build a chamber that goes across here, maybe disguise it as something. So I'm thinking we'll put the mob farm over here, because the mob farm should really only be able to give us like 6 things. And then we'll be able to make a smaller sorting system over here for those things, and maybe connect the two, but have this one like go into its own sorting system over here, and then possibly go into the main one, so that if I dump things into like into a standard chest, it'll go around, but that this one will be closer to where the mob farm actually is. So that's the general idea. So I think I want to kind of dig out this back wall and have this kind of be where the elevator will pop out. And then I just need to send that, like dig all the way down and get that ready as a killing chamber. Sounds so pleasant, doesn't it? So dig this like all the way down to kind of bedrock, where we will need to set up kind of our chamber o' death and the stuff that we'll need on the way up. Oof, this is dark already. And then from there we'll be able to kind of count around and work out where the rooms should go. I kind of figured I would go through a cave here. I hit lava and bedrock. I hit like a patch right down from where I was digging this stupid thing. I hit a patch of lava and a patch of bedrock. So like the bedrock has the lava in it. So I think I'm just gonna like say this here is kind of the level we're gonna start working from. Get rid of these. So this is the level we're gonna be working from. This is our tunnel. I need to kind of mark this out. And then we'll go this way a little ways. Hopefully not hitting too much more lava. And then we'll have room. We'll like dig the main chamber. This will be a little water tunnel that will bring the stuff over here into a dropper elevator setup that'll send the stuff up there to the sorting system. We are currently under the lake, as you can see by all the dripping. Drip, 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 drip. It's very damp and stupid looking in here. And this is our first killing platform, or our first spawning platform. It's too high. The water fits it perfectly. We're going to put a dispenser here later once we have more of this done. And I'm putting in a ladder over here that I'm probably going to need to fill in later. We might up having to go over slightly. We went lakeward of this. The thing that I built is actually over here, the little tunnel. So we might have to move it over slightly, unfortunately. But now I need to dig this room basically all the way down and build a little thing like 20 or 30 blocks up that will take all the enemies that get swept off of this down into a little water stream that sweeps them off into a central 4x4, and then they all fall straight down to their dooms. And that's basically the plan. And in here we're gonna have dispensers with there's gonna be a dispenser like in the ceiling. This is the top one, so this is just gonna trigger some stuff. We're gonna have like a dispenser here in the ceiling, so I'll dig through the middle of these as well and maybe replace them with some dirt so that I can kind of see where I need to go later on. There. But there's going to be dispensers here and observer blocks, and then the dispenser dispenses water from probably above. It will trigger the observer block and do some cool stuff there. So yeah, if we had, let's see, if this went all the way up here and we had that there. Okay, we'd have water here and an observer there, and we'd dump water out of this. It would hit the observer and trigger that, and then continue on to the edges. That's not going to work, is it? No, it's not, because what we would need is for there to be a block there. If there's a block there, I think that means I'm going to need to extend this entire platform out by 1, which unfortunately means I'm going to need to dig out this wall a little more, probably. Alright, at least this wall's far enough away. So extend this whole platform out by one on every side, and then readjust where our room is. Unfortunately, this is going to take some trial and error to get right. Right there, and then continue out this way. Okay, now test it as if there was a dispenser in the ceiling. Water comes down and hits this platform. Good, okay. Well, that's good anyway, because that gives us a much wider spawning area. It does mean we need to extend these walls. I don't know if digging into the caves is going to make it easier, because I don't have to dig out as much, or harder, because they're full of bad guys, and I have to light up more stuff around the edges. This is taking a bit. I'm going to dig for a bit more. If it looks like I'm not going to be able to finish this today, or in time for this episode to be done anyway, I'm going to go work on the cactus farm for a bit and try to dig this out in between. Maybe on the weekend when I have more time. Oh, hi, Ender dude. Oh, the stupid skeleton. I thought he was going to hit the Enderman, and then the Enderman disappeared because he was going to get shot.
Pack your bags and leave this town. I don't wanna see you coming round. No, I don't wanna waste my precious time again. With the Star Trek sticker on your Cadillac, I don't wanna see you coming back. No, I don't wanna see your gloomy face again. Waiting takes more time than letting go. Sitting at a stop sign, wasting time when I'd rather be speeding on the 99. This relationship just won't shift out of neutral. You say that you'll be ready soon, but I've already heard that tune, and I don't think you're ready for a new role. Waiting takes more time than letting go. Waiting takes more time than letting go. Take your car or hop a train, call a cab or fly a plane. I'm sick of waiting in this intersection. Waiting takes time and I ain't got my shirt all buttoned and my shoes all knotted, and I gotta start moving in some fake direction. Waiting takes more time than letting go. Waiting takes more time than letting go. Oh, wait, and get your foot off my brakes and go. Oh, wait, and get your foot off of my brakes and pack your bags and leave this town. I don't wanna see you coming round. No, I don't wanna waste my precious time again. Off my brakes and with the Star Trek sticker on your Cadillac. I don't wanna see you coming back. No, I don't wanna see your gloomy face again.
A day later. This whole thing took all day yesterday, but it is done. Look at that. That is beautiful. You're never gonna see it. Never. Never. Now this bottom one doesn't actually need a spike, but I used this as a measuring tool. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've started both days recording sessions, counting things. We've got 7 spawning platforms. And we're going to dump water on all of them, and then they'll get pushed out to the side. And we need to start working on our water catch area, water catchment. Last two. Hopefully, if I did this right. 3 by 4. This wall is one too far away. Well, maybe I can just do this and not have to adjust the entire thing. There we go. Now they can't get up there. It looks neater too. It looks cool. Looks like a waterfall. It's pushing zombies down here. Alright, now I'm going to need to dig out this, but first thing I want to do is deal with these platforms, because we need to do some redstone up top, and we need to do make a bunch of droppers. So we need one on top, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6 droppers and 6 observers. Obviously gonna have to clear out all this dirt later, but I'm building a little bridge to get back over here. That'll be nice. There we go. Got myself a little bridge. And then right here is where we need to start doing some things. Now, hopefully if I dig up by 1 or 2, there's no water so far. No water drips so far. No water drips oh, there's the sand. I don't want things spawning on here while I am working. Okay, so we have our dispenser. We want the dispenser to be facing down like that, and we want to put a water bucket in it. That's all we do for that one. Now, unfortunately, I didn't think this through very well, because what I need to do is have a dispenser facing down on every single one of these. So I'm going to dig down and put in a dispenser facing down, and then we're going to have to go back through and put in, once we have that, we're going to have to go back through and put in observers facing, can I? Yes, I can. Okay, that's the last one. This one can just be cobblestone. Okay, time to go back up on my ladder over here and try to clear these things without setting off all of the water. You can see that right here is kind of where our little area wound up over the top of our first dropper. So I'm going to have to try my best to dig this out and cover it with something, possibly dirt, so maybe it doesn't look as weird. I used the cobblestone so it would stand out. But I do have all of my aqua affinity things on, so hopefully I can kind of dig this out without breaking through to the underlayer too much and give us a nice room to work in. This is the hopper timer clock that we are going to be using for the timer on top of the mob farm. Now, I wanted to build it in this redstone testing world because I looked this one up on the wiki. It's the pistonless hopper timer. Ordinarily, there's one that I think is the Iskall timer that uses a piston on each side that pushes a redstone block back and forth that triggers, but I always have problems making that one work for some reason. So I went with this design that doesn't use pistons, and I just built it in here so that I could understand it. I think that I've finally wrapped my head around this one because I like to understand these redstone things, and I want to try to explain it to you so I can understand it better. So the kind of crux of this is to make a hopper timer, you have 2 hoppers that you place so that they are leading into the other. Each one's trying to empty into the other one. Then, when you apply a redstone signal to a hopper timer, it stops emptying, but it can still receive items. So right now, this redstone torch is on, which means that this hopper timer is not emptying, but it can still receive items. You see the items there are going up. This one here is not powered, so the items here are going down. Now you can measure how many items are in a hopper using a comparator that's going directly out of the hopper block. You can't get a very precise reading, but if you run it directly into a block, this block will then be powered fully anytime there are items in either of these hoppers. So right now these items are going between, so there's items in both. That means that both of these are powered. Now, When both of these are powered, both of these torches are off, because when you put a torch on the side of a block, it inverts the signal. So when this block is powered, this torch is off. Now, in order to make this thing work, every time one of these empties, it has to send out a signal that will switch which direction this hopper timer is going. To achieve that, we have this little memory circuit. Now, the way this functions is each of these blocks is attempting to power the other one via this inverted redstone torch. So what happens is right now this block is unpowered, meaning that this redstone torch is on, which is then powering this block, which turns off this redstone torch. If this redstone block receives power, like it just did, or excuse me, if this redstone block receives power, it will turn off this torch, which then creates a chain reaction that turns on the other torch, sticking this block into an on position. And the same is true for this one. If this block receives power, this torch will turn off, which then goes around in a circle and repowers this block, so this block becomes stuck in an on position. This can basically remember whichever block last received power. So if we put some buttons on here, you see if we power this one, nothing happens, because this is the block that is currently being powered. So we can hit this button all we want and this will not switch. But if we hit this one, which is the other one of these two blocks, it will switch. This will remember basically which block last received power. So all we need to do is hook up each of these torches that turn on when one of these empties to the blocks on either side. So when this empties, it stops sending a signal, which turns on this torch, which powers this block, which powers this block, which switches which of these ones is receiving power. So now this hopper is receiving power and is receiving items. When this hopper completely empties, it will turn this off, turn this torch on, power this block, which will switch the memory cell over, switch which of these two hoppers is being powered by the timer, and these items will start moving back the other direction. There we go. I hope that you understood some of that explanation. I'm going to come in here from time to time when I build redstone stuff and try to explain it to you, because I want to wrap my head around these concepts so that I can use these things when I'm building other stuff that I'm not reading directly off the internet. Now let's head back. I recorded this after the fact because this video is way too long and I needed a short explanation of this. So let's return to the random misadventures of building a mob farm. Do not ask me why. I wouldn't have thought of this. I just watched the thing. It is actually by Inbon, I think. I saw a Wells Knight video where he said that he built this based on Inbon. This was the design I'm using, so I went back to that to see, and I forgot, and I'm not sure why, because I never would have guessed this. Apparently an observer block can power a dropper or dispenser. An observer can power a dispenser through this one block air gap. I never would have thought that, but basically if we activate this dispenser up top, which is empty, it will activate this observer, which activates this dispenser, and that button just turned off again, which is why that updated. And then that made the water pop out here. Okay, so we need to go down and kind of remove all of these and switch which direction the observer and the dispenser are going. I maybe shouldn't have turned it on before I got this dug out. But it seems to be working out okay. We're at least gonna get some experience here. Also, it's probably difficult for them to like do anything that bad to me. Oh good, he exploded and killed them all. Oh my god, so many spiders. So many spiders. I need to make one more dropper, because this should be a 3x3 area, which would be 9. Oh my god, so much stuff already. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, but I only have 7, so I need to make a couple more droppers. Really need to heal up. And then I'll come back and I'll dig down to the bedrock stuff, set up our droppers, and then that'll be done, and we'll do the elevator and the start of the sorting system next time. Bottom. Weirdly, there's diamonds here. I did something, like, probably one of the dumbest things I've ever done, and I tried to dig this thing out while it was still turned on. So I died a lot of times, lost 40 levels, just generally had a pretty crummy time of it. Gotta say, the thing that I need should be off in this direction somewhere. I need to kind of just dig out, and we'll worry about making the tunnel thing like properly later. And we already have items in here. Torches, gunpowder, flesh, string. Okay, not a great haul so far, but it's something. It's something. I saw a spider fall down here not too long ago. I want to show it. I want to show it going. So I'm going to sit here and wait until it actually does something. So it's on a fairly long timer to give stuff time to spawn. But I just want to see it. I just want to see it. This has taken me like 14 hours. Oh, there it is. Ha 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 ha. Worth it. Worth it. Look at that. Some spiders are trying to climb up, but I guess there's no way to really get around that. And then they come falling back down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, die. Die, 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 die. Alright, that's going to do it. I'm going to do some experimentation to see if I can use a water stream to move this over, or if I'm going to have to do a hopper line, and then I need to look up how one makes an item elevator. Because I'm really not sure. But this will do it. I'm going to block off this, and then we'll make this go into a chest later. We'll let this come into a chest here. Oh, that'll do it though. That's been a long project. This is the first really big one of these projects I've tried to take on, and it was fraught with basically everything that could possibly go wrong with one of these projects. Anything that could possibly go wrong with one of these is what happened. So, I hope that you have enjoyed it. Next time, the elevator and the sorting system, which at least don't involve water mechanics and bad guys. So that won't be too bad. I want the window so I can see them die, I hope. Well. Oh, there we go. I wanted that shot. Ta. Ow! That's not fair. I hope that you have enjoyed. If you did, leave a like so I know that my pain and suffering was worthwhile. If you really did, you can subscribe to see more of what I do. I'm gonna AFK fish for like 2 days or something. I want my 40 levels back. I also want to try to turn this into a hybrid farm where I can also do XP farming if I want. I have an idea for that, but that will be quite a bit later. Oh, well, I hope that you have enjoyed. If you did, like I said, leave likes, because I suffered for this. I did. I bled. I literally bled. I got frustrated and scratched my head too much. Oh. This has been... I don't even know what to say. It's a long one. But I need to cut this, because this episode's probably going to run long as it is. Thank you for watching. I'm Gepwin. And I will see you soon.